Welcome back, everyone. Today, we have some major updates on the Iraqi dinar straight from our friend, Bobby King, reporting on the ground in Iraq. There's a lot of excitement building around the latest news, especially with hints about the hydrocarbon law and what it could mean for a new exchange rate. Iraq's financial landscape is undergoing significant transformations that could reshape its economy and the global exchange market in the coming years. A recent statement from Iraqi officials has stirred excitement among both domestic citizens and international investors. The HCL, Hydrocarbon Law, is coming. And with it, a new exchange rate is coming. This statement has sparked conversations around Iraq's fiscal future, with many speculating that significant changes in the country's monetary policy could lead to a new Iraqi dinar exchange rate. However, several crucial components, such as the 2024 national budget, the hydrocarbon law and oil exports, remain in flux, leaving questions about when the anticipated changes will truly take shape. Despite these uncertainties, the removal of restrictions from foreign currency exchange is a noteworthy step toward economic liquidity, a long-standing issue in Iraq. The Iraqi government's decision to open up foreign exchange markets allows for increased access to liquidity, a much-needed asset for an economy that has historically struggled with financial stagnation. But what does this mean for the Iraqi dinar, Iraq's future fiscal policies, and international markets? This article will explore the connection between the new currency exchange policies, the coming hydrocarbon law, the national budget for 2024, and Iraq's ongoing economic reform efforts. The importance of liquidity in Iraq's economic reform. Liquidity has always been a challenge in Iraq. For years, the country has struggled with an economy that lacks the ability to move money freely. There are several reasons for this: sanctions, political instability, corruption, and the complexities of managing an economy reliant heavily on oil exports. As a result, businesses, government entities, and even individuals have faced difficulties accessing cash, and foreign exchange transactions were often limited or cumbersome. The recent lifting of restrictions on foreign currency exchanges is a significant milestone in Iraq's financial reform process. By allowing more businesses and individuals to engage in currency exchanges, Iraq is opening up the flow of capital that is essential for stimulating economic activity. In this context, liquidity becomes an essential factor in driving growth. Increased liquidity means that businesses can operate more efficiently, consumers can have greater purchasing power, and the economy can become more integrated into the global financial system. The government's ability to regulate the flow of foreign exchange and manage liquidity will play a critical role in stabilizing Iraq's economy. It's a necessary step before any currency revaluation or major exchange rate adjustments can take place. After all, Iraq needs to create a robust financial ecosystem that supports growth, reduces inflationary pressures, and fosters a stable economic environment for its citizens. The Hydrocarbon Law, a game-changer for Iraq's fiscal landscape. At the core of Iraq's economic future lies the Hydrocarbon Law, or HCL, which governs the management and distribution of Iraq's vast oil resources. Iraq is one of the world's largest oil producers, and the oil industry is central to the country's economic well-being. The HCL aims to create a legal framework that regulates oil exploration, production, and the sharing of revenues across the country's regions. The HCL has been a point of contention for years, as the Kurdish regional government has sought more autonomy over oil resources in the north, while the central government in Baghdad has asserted control over oil production and revenue distribution. Despite the political hurdles, there has been growing optimism that a final, agreed-upon version of the HCL is on the horizon. If the law is passed and implemented, it could significantly alter the way Iraq manages its oil wealth, directly impacting the national budget, infrastructure development, and the distribution of wealth to the country's citizens. For international investors and economic observers, the passage of the HCL would be seen as a sign that Iraq is moving toward a more organized and transparent management of its oil industry. The law's implementation could make Iraq's oil revenue stream more predictable, which would, in turn, boost investor confidence. For ordinary Iraqis, the HCL offers the potential for more equitable distribution of oil revenues, especially if it leads to greater financial decentralization and development in previously underserved regions. But the HCL's passage also holds significant implications for the Iraqi dinar exchange rate. Oil revenue is the lifeblood of Iraq's economy, and any shift in the distribution or management of that revenue can have a profound effect on the value of the dinar. For this reason, the Iraqi government is likely waiting for the final approval and implementation of the HCL before making any drastic changes to the exchange rate or fiscal policies. The 2024 budget, a key indicator for Iraq's economic shift. Another critical factor influencing Iraq's currency and financial strategy is the 2024 national budget. As of now, Iraq has not yet fully unveiled the details of its 2024 budget, leaving many questions about how the country plans to allocate its resources in the coming year. The budget is especially significant in terms of how it will address the country's oil revenue, infrastructure development, and social programs. It is widely believed that the 2024 budget will include provisions for the Hydrocarbon Law, as the government plans to reconcile oil revenue distribution with national development goals. There is also speculation that the budget will include measures aimed at increasing Iraq's fiscal independence by diversifying its economy beyond oil. These provisions could signal a shift in Iraq's approach to managing its finances and might be linked to the anticipated changes in the exchange rate. For Iraq to move forward with a new exchange rate system, it needs to be confident in the stability of its revenue streams, and the national budget plays a central role in this. Iraq's budget will set the tone for economic policy over the next year, outlining priorities for both the public and private sectors. This means that the government's strategy regarding fiscal responsibility, international trade, and investment will have significant consequences for the future of the dinar. Oil exports and the port to Turkey, an economic game-changer. One of the most critical pieces in the puzzle of Iraq's economic transformation is its oil exports, particularly through the pipeline to the Turkish port of Ceyhan. Iraq has long relied on this pipeline to move oil to international markets, and the government is working on ensuring the uninterrupted flow of oil through this vital route. However, the pipeline has been subject to political and technical challenges over the years. Some sources indicate that Iraq has not yet fully turned on the oil exports through the port of Ceyhan as they continue to navigate political negotiations with Turkey and work out logistical challenges. This is another piece of the puzzle that Iraq's government is waiting to resolve before taking any major steps toward a new exchange rate or fiscal policies. Once Iraq can confidently increase its oil exports through this channel, it will be in a stronger position to enact changes to its monetary system. Please subscribe my channel and support me. You guys have a great day. Thank you.